I'm a woman of color. I am a mom. I am a cisgender millennial who's been diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder. I am intersectional, but my existence is not a box-checking exercise. I stand here today a proud first-generation Latina and officer at CIA. I am unapologetically me.
As we have told you, the CIA captured this attention earlier this month over what critics are calling woke recruitment propaganda. The Army also took heat for a similar ad.
So you're saying, what about the Navy? Good question. Now the Navy is joining the efforts to be more inclusive as their acting secretary appoints a task force to promote diversity and equity in their policies.
Here to react is Army veteran and host of the podcast, Rob Smith is Problematic. Rob Smith, good morning to you, Rob.
Good morning.
Good morning. So first it was the CIA, then it was your branch, it was the Army, and now it's the Navy. How do you feel about this?
Well, look, let me tell you, as a combat veteran with 2 tours in the Middle East, what the job of the military is. It is not to respect your pronouns. It is not to get woke. It is not to reflect the SJW whims of society at large. It is to protect the United States from our enemies. And I'm telling you, these enemies look at that CIA ad, they look at that ridiculous U.S. Army recruiting ad, they look at all of these things, and they look at all of this intersectionality, SJW, far-left woke politics, and they laugh at us. This stuff is not helping us at all. And furthermore, what a lot of people don't realize with the military in general is it is already one of the most diverse workplaces a lot of people are going to experience in their entire careers. In fact, before I went into business for myself, the only place that I ever had a black boss, in fact, multiple black bosses, was in the United States military. So what I fear from all of this SJW, far-left, woke, critical race theory stuff is that it's going to divide soldiers instead of bringing them together. And it's also going to make us look really stupid in front of our enemies that are watching every bit of this.
Well, Rob, it's problematic, just like the name of your podcast. But ultimately, I've read the metrics, and it sounds like the CIA recruitment video has actually worked because they've been having trouble finding people to join the CIA. Ultimately, I'm sure the CIA is going, look, that's the only reason we're doing this is predominantly to get more people to work for the agency.
So my question is this. It's about quality or quantity. I'm really concerned about the type of people that would see that CIA ad and think that, wow, going to the CIA is the perfect place for me to reflect my intersectionality and how inclusive and you know, cisgender I am. It's a joke, okay? And like I said, I fear for the types of people that are going to be attracted to the military and to the CIA after watching ads like this. I just got to be completely honest.
Well, that's absolutely true. And in fact, I talked to 2 people in the CIA, and they said the world is laughing at us, allies and enemies, about what we're doing, because this is how you're recruiting. You could be all those things, but do you fit the criteria of someone that's going to be effective in the CIA? It's almost like a distraction from the type of candidate you need. What you do in your private time and your sexuality has nothing to do with the type of worker you're going to be.
You know, it doesn't at all. And look, I wrote about my book, Always a Soldier. I'm a gay guy. I served in the military. It didn't matter. I was able to physically do everything I needed to do. I was a better shot than most of the guys in my platoon. And I served very honorably overseas. So this obsession with identity, this obsession with race, this obsession with sexuality, with gender, with intersectionality, all of these things do not help create a strong military. In fact, I really do think that it does the opposite. And like I said, I fear for the military and the CIA and these branches moving forward, if this is the way that they're looking to attract people, and these are the kinds of people that they're trying to attract.
All right, Rob, thanks.
Thank you, Rob. Well, we did reach out to the Navy for a statement, and we did not hear back.